touch, yeah, we got a Uzi. Life a movie, we got action, pick the scene you choosing. You niggas really gay, y'all call that fruity. Talking crazy on the beat, y'all call that loony. She a trick, he a dog, guess I call that Scooby. He a rat, just like Mickey, yeah, I call that Goofy. Ready, get started. They been going stupid, so I call that hoe retarded. Thought that shit was over, but I'm really getting started. And I did it for my GG, don't know what I do without it. I'm just getting to them clams, why they feasting?
Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today we will be talking about one of the worst days in my life. It wasn't even that bad, but well, now it wasn't that bad, but at the moment it's like, damn. Okay y'all, I'm editing this video right now, and I just want to point out the fact that I had braces in this video, so that's why like I can't really talk. I tried to cut out as much as possible, but yeah, that number one. Number two, this video was filmed in 2024. Yeah, it's old as hell, so bear with me. I'm trying to drop like at least 20 videos this summer, this spring and this summer, probably more than that if I can, but I'm trying to get some content out there so I can like build my portfolio and stuff, you know, portfolio or whatever. Let's get into the story time. Okay, so this story, I don't know what the title is yet, but you guys see the title. So basically, let's see, I had this ex. What are we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Steve, because I used to always call him Steve Harvey just to play, but we gonna call him Steve. Steve, if you watching this, I'm so sorry your name is Steve, but your name is Steve. He gonna get that one, he gonna laugh, he better laugh. But anyway, let's see. This took place, I wanna say it was August 2019, it was August 16th. Yeah, it was the 16th because it was my sister's birthday, my sister Iman. She's right underneath me, she's only 2.5 years younger than me. So yeah, it was her birthday. Okay, so we don't live too far from Chicago, so you know, we had to go to Chicago for her birthday. That's what she wanted to do. She got a little hotel, you know, had a hotel party. Her friends were there, and her friends is like my cousins. Like, I'll tell stories with them if I have any, if I think of any, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stories with them. Okay, a little background. Okay, so me and Steve used to work at a call center. We used to work at a call center. At this call center, we used to work together. Like, any job we ever had, we worked together. So yeah, like sitting next to each other, our desks, you know, our tables were next to each other. We did all of our work together. So one day we're at work, and it was my sister's birthday, and we had already planned to be a part of her birthday, because you know, that's my sister. Like, that's like my best friend. That's my first best friend. She, you know, my ride or die. Like, that's my bitch, you know. Back then, me and Steve, we was making bank. We had money. Yeah, we had good jobs. We kept a good job because we had to keep our rent paid. We had just got a new house. It was 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And we had a new car because we had just got that new car. So yeah, we was up at that moment. We was up. So it wasn't nothing that we couldn't do. We worked 8 to 4. So around this time, it's probably like 12. So we hitting up my sister like, yeah, what's the word? What's the plans? She like, okay, this the hotel we going to. She sent us the hotel, blah, blah. She said, yeah, we gonna do this. We gonna go to the movies at some point. And then in the morning, they was gonna go to they went to the Cheesecake Factory in the morning. We already had our mindset, like, yeah, we finna, as soon as we get off, we gonna go to the house, go pack our clothes, then we gonna head to Chicago. We planned out getting our own room, like our own hotel room, because, you know, we're not gonna be in a room with all them little girls and stuff. And on top of that, my sister has another sister on her dad's side, and they have the same birthday, so it was a split birthday party. So fast forward to probably around like 3. Yeah, me and him, we was getting tired. We was like, yeah, we too excited for this day. We had just got paid. Like, I believe we just got paid at like 3. So as soon as them checks hit, we was out. We was like, yeah, we finna leave early. It's a family emergency. And you know, black people, we always gotta pull that. It's a family emergency, we gotta go. So yeah, we left. We headed back to the house, which was only probably like 5 minutes away from our job. And yeah, we headed to Chicago. I went on booking.com, and I for the day. But look, just keep that in mind. I went on booking.com and I booked the hotel. It was close to my sister's hotel. It was not the same one, because that one was like $300 and I'm not paying that for one night. We went to my sister's room. Everybody was there and we had fun. We didn't really do too much. You know, we ate the cake, we ate some food. And it was cool. And then after that, we left and went to the movies. When we went to the movies, I don't know if I stayed the whole time. I don't really remember. All I know is as soon as we got up in there, some of the girls didn't have the money. Their parents had to cash at me and I had to pay for it, which is cool. That's what I'm there for, because, you know, it's my little sister. Like, of course, I'm one of the most adult people around, you know, next to her dad, because their dad had paid for the hotel and stuff, so he was there. He set it all up. We get in the movies. I forgot what movie we watched. And me and Steve, we had to go take a little smoke break. I'm trying to think what happened after that. Oh yeah, so after the movie thing, that probably ended around like 9-10. So it's, you know, it's about time to go back. So me and Steve, we head to the hotel. And mind you, Chicago parking is the worst. Like, trying to find somewhere to park in Chicago, like especially overnight, is the way. You're gonna have to pay. And I know that now. I knew that then, but I'm kind of hard-headed. But I definitely learned my lesson this day. So we get to the hotel and we park. We park in this it was free parking, but it was like for an hour or something, for like an hour or 15 minutes or an hour. I don't know. So I parked there anyway. I didn't see nobody in the little guard thing. Mind you, it's about 10 o'clock at night. So I didn't see nobody in the guard thing or nothing. And they, it was a sign that said, basically, if your car's still here in the morning, it's gonna get took, or something like that. It was something. It was a warning, and I disregarded it because I'm like, we're gonna be gone anyway. You know, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. So I parked right there, and we walked to the hotel. Mind you, back to the booking site. So on booking.com, the hotel name was like, this is an example, but it probably said like the Hamptons. And then the hotel that I parked by and I went to, it probably was like the Hampton Inn. You know, so it was like a minor difference. So I go to the hotel, go up to the front desk. I'm like, yeah, I have a reservation, blah, blah. I'm showing them. They're like, no, it's not in the system. I'm like, it's already paid for. And they're like, no, you probably got to do it again. So, you know, me in the moment, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's just a problem. I'm gonna have to like call them or something in the morning and have that straightened out. But, you know, I'll pay for it right now. End up paying for another room. Mind you, the first room was like $150. Second room was $150. So at this point, we're $300 in on this night. Gonna keep counting. $300. So boom, we in the hotel. The hotel was nice. I took a video. I don't know if I still have it, but I definitely took a video. And we enjoyed our little time. We brought the LED lights from the house, and we put them in the hotel, and we turned off all the lights. It was cute, and it was so clean. But yeah, we had a good day. We had a good night. Okay, so fast forward to the morning. Me and Steve, we decided to wake up in the morning early and go to the pool. Took a few pictures. If I have them still, I will insert those. They had a little balcony on the outside. Like the pool was connected to like a courtyard, but the courtyard was on top of the building, and it was downtown. So like we're in the mix, you know. It was pretty cool. We finished up the pool around like, I want to say like 9. Finished around that time. Go down to the car to go get my change, you know, clothes to change back into and stuff like that, you know, to get ready for today. Yeah, I went outside. My car was still there, right? My car was still there, and there was somebody in the booth. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that got to refresh my hour, right? I'm finna leave anyway. So me and Steve go back upstairs to the hotel, put on all our clothes, and, you know, we shower, get changed, you know, ready for the day. We leave back out. Walk back across the street, back to the parking lot. Why is my car gone? So I'm freaking out, right? Mind you, the kids, the girls from the party and stuff, they're already at No, they were on their way. They were getting dressed for to go to the Cheesecake Factory. My mom had came out to Chicago to like help out. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mama, where you at? Even though I have her location, I definitely looked at her location. But I'm like, Mama, they took my car, and I gotta go get it. So she's like, okay, I'm finna pick you up. I'm picking the girls up now, and they were only like a block away, at their hotel. So we squeezed in the car with the girls. My mom had a van, thank God. We squeezed in the van, and she dropped them off at the Cheesecake Factory, and then she had to take us all the way uptown Chicago, like north, all the way. Like it probably took about another hour to even get to where we were going. The tow yard they took my car to. And me and Steve, we kind of getting into it now, because it's like, okay, I get it, I messed up, but like, you're doing too much, chill out, it's gonna be good. And you know, we just kept bumping heads throughout that whole process, trying to get the car back and stuff, because like at this point we're already negative 300, and we didn't even check back on the hotel thing. We get to the tow place, and then what happened? Oh yeah, it was like, I believe it was like $350 or $450 to get out. We just gonna say 400 because we're keeping count. We're just gonna say 400. We had to get it in cash. We had to go get the money out of our car, off of our card at the ATM. That's plus another $5. So that's $405 altogether. Yeah, that wasn't fun. They wanted us to show them like the registration and stuff, or the title for the car, and it was inside the car, so they had to let us in there to even get that. Steve goes back there and tries to unlock the door to the car to get the paperwork. Why on God's green earth did the key break? The key broke in the door. He called me over there. He said, hey, the key just broke in the door. He's showing me. I'm like, bro, you gotta be playing. You're playing right now. And I'm just thinking like, fuck, I gotta tell my mom that the keys broke now. I told her, surprisingly, she wasn't tripping. But look, that's how it is with my mom. Like, it's really hit or miss. She picks and chooses what she cares about depending on the moment. So I told her, I'm like, yeah, the key just broke in the car. I had a Hyundai. So she was like, call Hyundai and see if you can get another key. I'm like, I didn't spend too much money today. Like, we're spending too much money on one night, and we're not even that far from the house. Yeah, so I get to just Google and stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to the Hyundai. We end up finding some it was like a Chinese shop, one of those like real tiny shop. You would never even know it was there, but it was a key shop that he had. So we went up there and we had a good conversation with the dude. Like, he had so much positive energy, and we was really feeling it. We needed that because we had a messed up day, and he was only probably like 2 or 3 miles away from where our car was. So that was good. We asked him, yeah, how much for a key for this? And he said, oh, that's nothing. I'll charge you 20. We said, 20? That's it? And he said, yeah, I can do it right here in 5 minutes. And I said, and we're just sitting there, we're just shocked, like, $20? Like, are you serious? They told us way more on the phone. I forgot how much they said. I think it was like 70, 80. They told us way more, like, anywhere else we were going. So, yeah, when he said that, it's like, damn, okay. Yeah, we'll take that. We got to get up out of here. So, he said, yeah, I'll even make you 2. We're like, great, that's good. That was some good luck, on top of our, all of our misfortune. He sprinkled some good luck on there. I love that. So we ended up getting the 2 keys, and my mom had took us back to the car. And the keys had worked. They was he said they was gonna be like, they were gonna stick a little bit, but you gotta shake it, you gotta jiggle it a little bit and like make sure it lock in there. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. We did that. It fit. Yeah, we ended up getting the car back. By that time, we didn't want to do nothing else. We wanted to go home ASAP. So we got on the highway. Bruh, if this was not the cherry on top. Oh yeah, add that 20 on there. But if this was not the cherry on top, I don't know what was. It's about there's a few different ways you can get to the house. But if you search it online, if you search it through the map, it's going to give you the 2 highways. One highway is a toll road. The other one is not. But it takes forever. I don't even think we looked on the map because Steve, he had this thing about himself where he wants to be right all the time, or he even when you know he's doing it wrong. Sometimes I just couldn't say anything, or else we were gonna argue. So I'll let him. But I don't know if that time it was actually my fault or not. I don't know. But I just know we were already arguing. I probably didn't want to argue anymore. I just wanted to get home, get it over with. So we end up taking the toll road. The tolls altogether were probably like $10 or $11 just to get an hour away. So yeah, add that on there. We went to the house and we were just like, you know, pretty bummed out. We didn't spend all this money and didn't even we didn't have no tree. We was broke. We weren't broke, but it's like we could have saved that money. We could have put that money up. And then we had called off the next day. Either we had called off or we were already off. But I feel like we called off. So on the way back to the house, I had called the original hotel that I booked. I didn't realize they were 2 different hotels. I'm still thinking they're the same hotel because they basically had the same name. I called and I'm like, hey, I had a booking. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey, I had a room booked for last night, but when I showed up, they told me it wasn't a reservation for that, and they didn't have my name on there. So, you know, I basically had to pay for another room. And they're telling me like, oh, what hotel? So I look, and I'm like, yeah, the Hampton Inn. That's an example. It's not the real hotel, but you know, I'm like, yeah, the Hampton Inn. Is that this hotel? And he was like, yeah, that's our hotel. But you said you stayed here last night. I said, yeah. They said, yeah, we don't have you're not in here for last night. So are you sure you were at the right hotel? So that's when I'm like, what? So I go back to my card history, like my transaction history, and I looked at the hotel name and it said the Hamptons. Well, that's an example. Not the real hotel. But yeah, I'm like, so the Hamptons is a different hotel? And he's like, yes, that's the hotel down the street or something like that. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. Is there any way I can get a refund for that? And he was like, I don't think so, but I can transfer you to basically the person over him. So they transfer me, and I'm explaining the same situation to the man that they transferred me to, and he's on one. He got an attitude, like he had a real life attitude, and I'm like, dude, chill out. It's not even that deep. And he didn't have an attitude with me. Like, he already had an attitude when he got on the phone. But like, I feel like I just made it worse. I telling him like, yeah, I need a refund. I picked the wrong hotel. Oops. Oopsies. Give me my money back. But yeah, he wasn't having that shit. He was like,
hell no. Cause somebody else could have had that hotel last night, but your dumb ass booked it and went to the wrong hotel. That's not my fault, you fucking stupid ass bitch.
That's basically what he said. Like in so many words without the cussing, that's what the fuck he said. And I'm like, damn, okay, bitch. Click. Hang the fuck up on him. So now I'm just feeling even more shitty. Like, we just spent all that money, and it's not even my birthday. It's my sister's birthday. How much money is that? I don't even know. I don't even feel like counting it up. And that's not even including gas and food, because we definitely went to go get some food. And we definitely, fuck out the way. Yeah, we went to go get some food and the gas. It's not including gas. But if we add that on there it goes. So yeah, that was one of the shittiest days I've ever experienced. And it's just because I don't play with my money. Like, I don't like when, like, my money get missing or, like, it be in limbo or, you know, shit like that. I don't like that. So, yeah, I was kind of thrown off for the rest of the week. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more videos coming soon. I know I say that a lot, but actually now I have better equipment. So we're in there for this summer, okay? Okay, hopefully by, like, next year, I can have, like, a lot of videos stacked up. Just in case, you know how you driving around and, I don't know, maybe it's just me. When I drive around, I like to, somebody almost just hit me. But look, so when I'm driving around, I like to, be on YouTube, like, you know, like watching videos and stuff. Like, I watch people's story times, and Mr. Ballin', I really love Mr. Ballin'. Like, he has, like, true crime type stories. But yeah, I love Mr. Ballin' dearly. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for rocking with me. Please be a loyal subscriber. Please be loyal to me, and I'll be loyal to y'all. I don't really know what else to say. I just like looking at myself like this reddish orange is like kind of hidden right now. Don't mind my hair. I literally just clocked out, so not too much. Like, it's kind of hidden right now. It's kind of hidden. But alright, goodbye.